The text that I'd been dreading for years finally came that September day in 2022. I'd been at a meeting, and when I got back into my car, I saw the text. It said, "Call me now." Already feeling defeated from the fight we'd had the day before, I dialed my daughter's number, ready to rehash what had happened the day before. Instead, I was met with a confused, questioning voice. "Mom, I just did a genealogy kit, and I have a 26% match with a female in Calgary?" And just like that, my world came crashing down around me. The wall started to cave in. I started to shake. I couldn't breathe. I felt sick to my stomach. And through gut-wrenching tears, I told my daughter of the secret that I'd been carrying for 35 years. See, back in my late teens, I was dating a man whose hobbies were drinking beer, playing hockey, mentally and emotionally abusing me, and cheating. And after over 30 infidelities on his part, I had one of my own with my high school sweetheart. And until that moment, I did not know who the father of my daughter was. And now we both knew the man that she'd been calling dad her whole life was not her dad. By the time I got home, I was sitting on the floor of my back entrance, and she said, "Mom, I need time to process. I need time to think." And this was a different tone to her voice this time. And I said, "Absolutely, take all the time you need." But I knew with every ounce of my being that that would be the last time I ever heard my daughter's voice or saw her or my grandkids. I picked myself up off the floor and I deadbolted that door, and I walked over to my front entrance and I deadbolted that door too. Wearily, I made my way up to my bedroom. I crawled in bed and I pulled the covers tight around me. And through sobbing tears, I reached into my nightstand and I took out that bottle of pills and I poured them in my hand and I swallowed. Because I didn't feel I had anything left to live for. But God works in funny ways. He said, "You're not done yet. You have work to do." And over the last 3 years, I have immersed myself in personal growth. And I have forgiven the 19-year-old that made that decision. And I've come to realize that I didn't tell her all those years because I was protecting her. It was out of love, and I did what I thought was right at the time. And I have rid myself of that shame and blame and guilt that was dragging me down like an anchor in the sea. And I now know that I am worthy of living a true, authentic life because I have hated myself for 35 years. And I'm here to tell you, we are not the sum of our worst mistake. And that we all deserve to live our true, authentic lives.
So good. Just step up a little bit. Okay. Okay. So I want you to receive just how good that was, okay? Because to me, it feels like you're having a bit of resistance to receiving.
Maybe.
It was really great. You have a great voice. You use your, gesturing well. Your details, the pill bottle, everything was just on point. The only question I had was when you took those pills, which of course you didn't have time to talk about that, but that was the only thing that I thought, oh, okay, I want to know what happened. Did she wake up in the hospital? What happened there? And of course, the good news is, Carrie, because I wanted to know what happened, that means you got me. Does that make sense, everyone? Yeah,
You want
yeah.
the next series of
I
Netflix.
wanted the next series of Netflix, that's right, yes.